Hi cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching what happened on the soaps. This is the General Hospital edition. Today is Wednesday, July the 3rd, 20th, 2022. Alright, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give this one it was a 7, y'all. It might have been a 6 to me, but I'm gonna just give it a solid 7. All right, so we start off by seeing Britt and Cody. So Britt has went over to Cody's house to go to this date that they're supposed to be having, right? And I'm not going to hold you long on a episode that was a 6 or a 7 to me. Even though I know some of you really enjoy Britt and Cody, I still think he's a bum. And she needs to be very careful around him because he is playing her, I feel like. But anyway, she goes over there to see him for the date. And he says, I ordered in. And she was like, you ordered in for me? He was like, yeah, I know you're a doctor and you're super busy. So I just ordered the food and everything in for you. And we could just do it here. And so the first thing he tries to do is get her on a horse to do horse riding lessons. And she tells him she doesn't want to do it. But he keeps persisting. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're supposed to be getting to know me. Why are you trying to force me to do this? And he just says, come on, just do this. You only live once, live like you're dying. Something that he says along that effect that, Britt is sick. So she was like, you know what? Okay, fine. So she tries it. She don't like it. And she was like, I don't want to do this. So they go outside and she was like, I don't know why you keep trying to get me to do like you with horses and stuff. And I don't want to. So they get to talking and everything. And she was like, why do you want to date me? Like, we have nothing in common. Why do you want to date me and everything? He was like, I just want to get to know you. And then she tells him, well, what kind of life are you wanting and everything? And he tells her that, he wants to grow old with someone, have a family, have some kids. Oh, well, Britt gets right then, raise some kids. And she's like, okay, this isn't working. Let's just call this thing a thing. It's not going to work between us. And I don't want to. And so then he's following her and he was like, stop. What did I say wrong? What did I do? And she says, you're trying to impress me. You're doing everything to try to get me to like you, to want to be with you and all of that. And it's not going to work. Because she said, I don't know who I'm dating. Pretty much he's just being fake to her and she can read right through it. And she said, what do you want from me? And Britt, keep your guard up because Cody is no good. But anyway, he's trying to be like, he just wants to be around, get to know her or whatever. But tomorrow, I guess, they're going to come back and he's going to answer that question. Let's move on. So then we see, so Brando is getting Sasha checked out. Excuse me, I touched the mic. Is getting Sasha checked out of the hospital. And she is excited to go home and everything, right? But he doesn't really want her to go home, but he's not going to stop it because he's giving her the free will. She stayed the 72-hour hold that he wanted her to do, so he's not going to stop it. But anyway, Nina shows up. So when Nina shows up, Sasha is just like, she talks to Sasha alone because Brando leaves. And Sasha said, let me stop you right here because if you came to tell me that I need to stay in the hospital longer, it's not happening. And Nina says, I'll be honest with you, I think you should go to Stonebridge and everything. She says, but I can't make you go. She says, but Sasha does let Nina know I'm doing outpatient therapy. She said, well, that's something. And then Sasha admits to Nina that sometimes that state that she was in where she saw, that state that she was in where she saw Liam, she wished she could stay there because she was able to hold him and smell him and touch him. And it was just a happy time in that, she knows it wasn't real. She knows she can't be there. And she was like, do you think I'm crazy? And Nina said, well, girl, I'm not the one that you should ask that question. Like people would say, I don't have a great grasp on sanity and reality and everything. But she says, I get it though. She says, when you've lost a child, you want that. You want to be able to hold them, touch them, and everything. So it makes sense that you would want to live in that. She says, but Sasha, I just want you to get the help that you need. And she says, I'm going to get help. So while Brenda was outside, Sonny comes up and he's just checking on Sasha and everything. And he says, he just can't believe that well, first of all, Brando is like this guy when he saw Dex or whatever, but he's like, I just can't believe, like, I didn't know. And Sonny said, don't beat yourself up. You just gotta support Sasha. She doesn't want to. He lets Sonny know she doesn't want to go to rehab. Sonny says, you just gotta support her and be there and keep your eyes open and everything. And he tells Brando, but what you can do is give me the name of the person who showed Sasha the drugs. And Brando said Felty. And when you have a conversation with him, I want to be there. And Sonny was like, bet. And so then Sonny sends Dex, and Brando said, wait, you going right now? They're about to release Sasha. He says, as much as I want to do this, I need Sasha more than I need revenge. I got to be there for Sasha more than revenge. And Sonny was like, don't worry, I'm going to take care of this. And so then Dex calls Sonny later and he tells him, I got Felty or whatever. I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm going to be honest with you. So then we see, and then Sasha and Brando do decide, he supports her in going home and everything. And it is what it is. Like, she thought he was going to make her stay, but he said, no, I support you. So then we see Brooklyn is all upset because she's worried about, like, where's Chase? I can't reach him. He's got to perform at the Hunted Star. And then Michael and Willow come up and she said, are y'all coming tonight? And they was like, that's tonight. And she said, oh my gosh, how could y'all forget? And then they give her the news about being pregnant and she's super excited for them, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to be positive because y'all know I really don't care for Michael and Willow, but I know y'all do. So I'm trying to be positive for y'all. So it's super exciting to, and I'm not lying about that. It was cute to see them being excited, about telling Brooklyn the news and how well how happy she was for them. But they are going to go ahead and go to the Hunted Star because Michael said, well, we don't have anything to do. And he said, are you up for it? And she said, yes. And he said, oh my gosh, this pregnancy is so different. Tell me your next OB appointment. He said, because, in the last pregnancies, they always have, it was stressful. And this time they have nothing going on. Nothing bad can happen. No stress and all that. I said, child, you speaking too soon. So then we see Chase and Finn. Whew. Bore me to sleep. I don't know what it is about Finn. He just bores me, but let me stop. I'm trying to be better. So then we see Chase and Finn, and they're talking about, Finn talks about Elizabeth and how she really needs time for her boys. And Chase said, isn't that good? And he was like, is that a bad problem or something? He said, no. I think she does need time with her boys. He said, the only thing I'm concerned about is that she wants to jump into this relationship with me. And I feel like she shouldn't have even been out of the rehab. And Chase said, well, I'm sure everything will work out. You just got to, everybody just saying you just got to watch it and be there for them. Everybody tells them that. But anyways, Chase and Finn start talking. They then begin to talk about Brooklyn because Chase has all these missed calls, text messages, and voicemails and everything from Brooklyn, where she's telling him be at the Hunted Star or else. And he says he didn't know if he wanted to sing. And Finn was like, if you don't want to perform, don't perform. All right, y'all. So then we have Mac because he's coming through with the Hunted Star. It's open mic night and he's presenting it. So then we see Epiphany and Marshall come out. He's invited her out, and they're gonna perform. And she's gonna have a nice time at the Hunted Star with him because she's studying to be a doctor and everything, and she needed a little break. So she had to get her little time with her future. I don't know what are they booed? Are they booed up? I don't know. Let's move on. Child. Then we got Spinelli, we got Austin and Maxie, and Spinelli comes in and it's like, okay. And so Maxie said, because she wants to speak to Spinelli, like, what are you doing? So Maxie says, Austin, can you go and give me a drink? And so Austin's like, yeah, cool, I'll go get you a drink or whatever. And so Spinelli was like, yeah, I have a beer. Like, sir, nobody invited you to this event. I mean, you know what I mean. Nobody invited you for a drink. And Austin was like, bet, okay. And so Austin goes and gets Spinelli a drink and everything. And then so Maxie tells Spinelli, are you stalking me? He said, no, I'm not stalking you. He said, but I'm going to tell you this. Something about Austin I don't like. He said, I don't think he's good enough for you. It's something going on. And Maxie's like, you don't even know him. Get to know him first. And I said, Maxie. And she was like, he's a great guy, Spinelli. And I said, Maxie, we're not going to go on your track records of guys, but I'm not going to talk about you too hard because we're not going to go on mine either, girl. So anyways, Spinelli, Austin, and Maxie are just chilling out, And Spinelli is trying to vet Austin to get to know, try to get to know him, see if he like him or whatever. And he do tell Maxie later on when Austin have to leave, like, maybe I judged him too hard. No, you didn't. Keep judging him. All right. So then we see Chase makes it to the Haunted Star. And wait a minute, I got these. So Chase makes it to the Haunted Star and everything. And as they're at the Haunted Star, we see that he's talking to Brooklyn, and he's about to tell her he's not performing, but then Link comes up. And when Link comes up, Chase is like, Chase is like, Link is like, oh, Brooklyn, this got to be hard for you because you know you lost your vocal cords and you had a set of pipes on your girl, and now all you had to do is watch. And she said, that's okay, I got something else on the horizon. And so then Link is asking Chase, oh, you performing? He said, yeah, that's what it is. And so Brooklyn said, I thought you came here to tell me you were gonna perform. He said, no, well, that was the plan, but after Link did that mess or whatever, talking about the detective, is it still detective? And after did all that and talking smack to Brooklyn, he said, no, I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna go ahead and do this or whatever. So then we see Epiphany and Chase perform, and Epiphany did a really great job, and so did Chase. And then we see everyone congratulating them about a great performance. Epiphany goes home with she tells Marshall, I need to go home, I have to still study and all that. And he was like, yeah, but you gotta have some fun with the jazz man sometimes. And she was like, yeah. And so then we see that Michael and Willow tell Chase, oh my gosh, you did such a good job. He was like, thank y'all. And then we see that Finn told Chase, oh my gosh, I didn't know you could sing like that, bro. And he was like, thanks. And but all of them have to leave, so that just leaves Brooklyn and Chase. And she says, let me go because we're gonna see if we set this trap for Links. And they did, because Link came right on up to Chase and said, have you ever thought about going into singing? And child, then Austin, he had got a text message earlier, so he went outside, right? And we see that when Austin went outside, it was a man there. I don't know the man. Y'all tell me if I'm missing, if I should know him or not. But he go by the initial M, and he been telling Austin, why you were trying to avoid me or whatever. And Austin said, I told you in the campsite I can't be seen with you. Like, what you want? What you doing here? And y'all, that was General Hospital today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode. Bye.